Why does this always happen to me? How many times have you heard that said? Always, came the stern reply. Some people tend to globalize issues, so if one thing doesn't go their way, then they've failed or are bad in all aspects of their lives. How wrong can you be? How nonsensical is this? We can be constantly taking notice of everything that is negative about our lives and not considering the good things. What about balancing things out? What about our successes, achievements, all those happy moments that we've experienced? What about taking those into account? We're all good at something, but the seesaw of our thoughts and feelings can sometimes be so biased and one-sided towards the negative, the bad experiences that we've had. It forgets to take into account the good and the positive moments that we've experienced. It's not a fair and balanced view. How many times have we been told well done for something? How many times have people smiled at you and made a comment of how well or good you look? What about hugs and kisses that you've had at some point? Aren't those lovely feelings to remember? We can negate all the good stuff if we choose, but all it will do is to help us to concentrate more on the bad stuff and ultimately affect the way we'll feel. An ever downward spiraling circle. Be kind to yourself. Accept that there will always be someone better and worse than you in a particular field. But that doesn't mean that you give yourself a grade of 0 out of 100. It may be 30 or 40. Give yourself a balanced view of things. Take into account all the good things, all of your skills before you start condemning yourself. Experiencing a moment of displeasure doesn't mean that you can class your whole self as being a failure. It's just an opportunity to learn how not to do something in the future. We don't all succeed all of the time. Even the most famous and successful people have had to go through rejection, time after time, each taking the opportunity of learning what not to repeat and eventually coming out the other end with what they wanted to achieve. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Remember, successful people learn how to turn setbacks into comebacks.